Chris, did I ever tell you the story of the one time I had to go in goal for like a year 11 school game?
No, I don't think so.
I conceded 11 goals. Then the coach subbed me off at half time to protect my own sanity.
Did you really lose 11-0?
Oh no, we lost 16-0. It was a long 2-hour coach journey home. Anyway, on to goalkeeping errors. Right, I'm going to start with this clip because it's just been burned into my retinas.
Oh yeah, I love this clip. This is peak banter. I tweeted when this happened, I was like, when you're playing with a broken controller that always passes in the same direction.
I love this clip. It's like a Renaissance art piece. There's so much going on. There's minimal pressure from Aguero. Like, my favourite thing is just Mustafi instantly applauding him. Like, he's found out the bozo gene is actually contagious. This was 3 months into Emery ball as well. I went back to check. The omens were there from day one. Just watch the crowd in the background as well as it goes out.
Yeah,
the immediate fucking limb storm.
Can you imagine if he just slotted that in the bottom corner? It would have just been one of the most timeless football clips ever.
Emi Martinez loves pulling saves for the cameras, but sometimes it goes a tad wrong.
Oh my god, I forgot about this one. Do you remember he did this in the 7-5 game against Reading back in 2010 or 2011, whenever it was? So this was when he was below like Manone in our pecking order. See?
Oh my god!
It's exactly the same.
I had no idea about this.
And I've only ever seen one person do that.
It actually is his trademark.
Anyway, sorry, back to the Nottingham Forest one. But yeah, that's where the process started. Quite funny as well, because he just made one of probably the best saves ever against Nottingham Forest like 2 days ago.
Alright, Liverpool fans have been having way too much fun recently. Let's go back to simpler times where Laurie's Carriers had to start in the Champions League final.
I was actually watching this in a Jersey pub filled with Liverpool fans, and it was probably the best day of my life. Oh my. That's actually wild if that was in the Champions League final, isn't it?
I know. It's the fact it comes out of his hands as well. Like, he's actually thrown it onto his foot. He's not even, like, miskicked it or anything.
It's quite funny, like, the difference between Real Madrid's first goal and then their second goal, which is probably one of the best goals that's ever been scored in the history of football.
I think the only way this day could have got worse for Carriers is if he had saved that, because then he would have been responsible for saving one of the best goals ever, as well as conceding the worst. So here we go. Bale from 40 yards.
He actually looks a bit embarrassed celebrating it. I remember him getting like death threats and stuff after this.
Yeah, Carriers really got the Gerrard thinking of going to Chelsea treatment after this, didn't he?
Hradecki. Fun name. Oh no, it's going in, isn't it?
Oh, you can see it coming, can't you?
You silly sausage. You silly boy. Oh, that's tough. Does it bobble? Is it just standing firm?
Yeah, it's very unfortunate.
No, that's not unfortunate. That's a shit. He's kicked that with his standing foot. Yeah, it's like the Henri pass skill.
I love the clips where they start and there's just no danger whatsoever.
Two bites at the cherry.
That's exactly what I thought the first time I saw this. He actually had a chance to redeem himself.
Yes.
It's just so slow as well.
A little peering into Haiti match fixing might be worth their time. Do you think he was hating himself after that?
Surely you will have seen this next one. I think this one went very viral after a recent AFCON. So as you can see, 30 seconds left of the game.
Oh, I do remember this one actually, yeah.
I'm sure this was like one of the early games in the turns.
Yeah, I think...
He's just writhing around on the ground. It just looks like Frank Reynolds. Just watch his face. Like, he really goes through it over like a period of 5 seconds.
He's already crying.
He's just watching on in horror.
Doesn't even get back up. That's amazing.
Just the fact that this made it 2-2 with 30 seconds left of the game.
Oh, that's so funny.
So it's just a harmless long ball forwards. Defender heads it back to the keeper.
The goalkeeper, Mark Flecken, is not existent.
Oh, it's Flecken, who plays for Brentford as well.
Yes, this man is now an established Premier League goalkeeper.
Wait, what was he actually doing?
He was having a drink. He apparently hadn't realised that the ball was in play.
That is mental. If that was Chesney, he'd just be stood there lighting up. The screenshot of him when he realises looks like he's metaphorically and literally shat himself.
Bro just freezes. He hasn't moved in 30 minutes.
Here's another opportunity.
Oh, yeah. That was excellent.
He just dunks it into his own net. Fantastic.
He just dunked on him. That is Spain without the S, isn't it? But at least he didn't concede 11 goals in this match, Ollie, yeah? So, not really sure why you're laughing.
God, you're just going to keep throwing that in my face, aren't you?
Oh, it's the evolution of Petr.
My favourite thing about this is that he just fully gives up on it, like, as it's still rolling in. Like, there's possibly a chance he could have done something about it, but he just immediately gives up and walks away.
Yeah, he's already celebrating before it's in the back of the net.
He probably wouldn't have been able to save it, but I'm sure the fans would have appreciated the effort. Oh no, this.
Oh, Jesus.
I think if Arteta hired the pickpocket on this man, like, he would have taken his entire house. The way he just eats his shirt, like, immediately after.
He's gone to kick the ball, hasn't he? He's just, I forgot to put the bins out.
He's just looking around the stadium. He's looking for his wife in the crowd, and suddenly he's conceded. Oh, this one's quite iconic. He gets away with it.
Yeah, I think he does, doesn't he? That's brilliant. That is really good.
Like the double take, as he registers the fact that his foot hasn't connected with anything like a second later.
It's like me getting out of bed and going to Pet Smudge every morning. No, it's been 2 years, Chris. Oh, no. Oh, that wouldn't have counted until he touched it as well. What an idiot. What the hell is going on in the Bundesliga, by the way? What are they feeding these goalkeepers?
No wonder the Gegenpress took off in this country, where the backlines are just doing this to themselves.
This happened in a really old Premier League clip from a goalkeeper called Peter Enkelman. One of the comments is, "At long last, the ghost of Peter Enkelman is released howling from this earth."
We have a classic PL moment next. A Pickford special. It just comes from absolutely nothing, like a scuff.
Yeah, Van Dijk turns away.
How has Pickford done this?
Doesn't Pickford touch it?
I think he like claws it back into play. It is just going out, isn't it, if Pickford doesn't touch it?
Oh, why have you done this?
It's got to be
damn
done. It's got to be done.
I actually think this is when we were down the worst as Arsenal fans, I think, ever.
Is this more Koscielny or Szczesny?
Oh, I don't know, it's kind of both of them. Oh, it's Ben Foster in goal. I didn't realise that. I was just watching that save, being like, bloody hell, that was a great save. If only that could have got him, we might have won our first trophy in like 7 years. Thanks for that, Ben.
This is probably my single favourite clip in this entire video. Keep the time of the game in mind as this is playing. So, just pissing about in midfield. Whoopsie. I mean, it's a good finish, to be fair. Like, that is a brilliant long shot.
I mean, it's not like an awful clip, but keepers do kind of stand there these days, you know? Yeah, I think that's not too bad. Oh, no. No. It's a minute later. Incredible. It's just generally awful goalkeeping. The turning circle of a rhinoceros.
I do love the angle where you can see it from like right at the back, and just as soon as the opposition player gets the ball, he just starts peddling it back to his own goal. And it's the same result both times. Exquisite. This is just the most unnecessary piece of goalkeeping I've ever seen.
Get in there and make about you. Yeah, he's been watching Van Persie's header against Spain too much, I think.
We pretty much started with Karius. We're going full circle. We're finishing with Karius.
God damn it, man.
My favourite thing about this is not only has he messed up his own header, he's taken out his defender in the process, the one man that could have bailed him out of this situation.
Could have stopped it unfolding. It's been very thorough in his capitulation.
I love the way he falls down as well. It's like a plank of wood, just so rigid.
I'm going to take a wild guess and say that was in the Bundesliga. Oh no, it's the Europa League. Oh no, now I look like a silly sausage. He's carried us over the finish line. Carried us to the end of the video.